in here in case I have an emergency, because this is how I roll, because you have no idea what it is to have anxiety, I have green Xanny bars that a friend of mine gave me on the road.
Oh my God, are you out of your fucking mind?
Why are you saying this?
0.25, whatever.
Wait.
Give
No, he's gonna die. Look at him.
don't take them.
Don't you see?
0.25, whatever.
Fear.
Give 0.225. Don't take them.
Hello, Joey. How are you? It's very nice to see you. We're emailed this many times throughout the night. Holy shit, Mike. He's addressing you. Although I gotta say this, he's refused to use our name. Hey, Joey, come on, man. They always do this.
Name.
They will not give the name, which is telling, huh? You know, Anthony Cumia never wants to give the name. All these people, I'm not going to say his name. God forbid. Why? Why not?
If we suck so bad.
If we're so horrible, we're so pathetic, what are you worried about? Your friends or your fans are going to go check us out and leave you for us? That never happens. Oh, it actually does happen quite often. So yes, that is the fear. People will use this to their advantage, though, and they'll go, Joey didn't even mention your name because he's not going to give... Well, he spent 20 minutes talking about us.
Almost
They're not
half
mentioning the name. That was done out of... unfortunately, it's done out of fear. I'm looking at his eyes. He does not look too hot. He looks very red, very bloated, and very sweaty. Joey Diaz saw his clip that we made about his Xanax addiction. If you haven't seen this one, go check it out. It's on our YouTube. You know, you're going to see him do a few levels of priming you, manipulating you before he goes and defends himself. That way you're kind of all on board when he starts.
Also,
Interesting.
I gotta say, is this a lost tape from 1986?
Yeah, the quality is extremely alarming. You know, he sits in front of this fake brick wall. What does Joe Rogan have behind him? A brick wall. I'll get a brick wall too. But he got like the stick-on cheapo one. And you can see the seam of the brick wall right here where the bricks don't align. You probably want to get the seam out of the shot at least.
There's like interlacing.
He's got a bunch of red light. I mean, it really looks like a rip of a rip of a rip of a rip. But no, this is his actual show, his actual framing. The quality is about 240p blown up into a 1080 16:9 frame. So very blurry, which might be a good thing. But this is interesting. He sets up what he's about to defend by getting you ready to agree with what he's going to say.
Told me to check my thyroid. I checked my thyroid, and they gave me medication to speed it up, you know, because I was putting on weight too fast. So it was just a bunch of things that happened. And, you know me, dog. I'm a hard-headed fuck. You don't say. I don't want to take no fucking pills, you know. I would go to the blood pressure. And he's like, you know, man, I'm a hard-headed fuck. I don't want to take no pills. You know?
That is a very, very silent whisper. All right, I'm glad the microphones work. Let's get to the good stuff here. But that's interesting that he brought that up. Should I jump to 3805?
Yeah, I think so.
To be honest with you people, it's labeled 3805. I think this is where we're going to start picking up, but it's interesting to hear all these little caveats that he installs right at the beginning.
Those pills that are really bad for you, I don't know what they are.
Codeine.
To be honest with you people, I keep the Percocets. Do I eat Percocets, Lee? No. Okay. I keep the...
By the way, this never works. Imagine if I give this to Jules. Somebody says, hey, Mike, you steal people's money and you give it to the temple. Imagine if I just go, Jules, do I steal people's money?
No.
Well, there you have it, folks. She agreed. Yeah, you fucking work with me. Hey, Lee, do I ever do Percocets? No. There you have it, folks. No, that doesn't really work. You guys are part of the same operation here, of course.
Pills are
Oxy.
No. Somebody gave me an Oxy, and I gave that away to somebody right away.
See, I didn't hear this either.
I have a friend who eats all that shit, so when people give me strange pills on the road, I'll take them, and then I'll give them to him. But there's some pills I'll keep.
Right.
Like I was telling my wife, Jesus Christ, I'd go for one of those fucking...
Okay, so this is more pill setting up. See, we didn't even hear this. This is more, this is how my pill life goes. But here we go. This is the big thing. This is where he's going to start talking about us. You saw the video. He's not happy. We're here to break it down piece by piece. Let's see what he said.
He gave me 3 Percocets, which are for pain. And I ate one during the fucking, during this quarantine. I was at home one night bored and I ate one. I was like, man, these things fuck you up. So I never ate it again. So that's it. But I usually eat my little footballs if I get whatever. Footballs. But again, then I got my boy, one of my boys in Jersey. He knows who it is. He listens to the podcast. He hooks me up from time to time with those bars.
Okay, Xanax.
The Xanax bars. Okay, so.
Really? Wait a minute.
I wake up the other morning.
Wait, he hooks me up with those Xanax bars. I'm really confused. I didn't hear this part. We started right after this.
Well, there's a better part coming involving
Wait,
this.
he's talking about he has a friend that currently hooks him up with Xanax bars?
Yep.
This is what we were saying.
Yes.
I thought he only takes the footballs. I got to hear that again.
He hooks me up from time to time with those bars.
Okay, Xanax.
The Xanax bars. Okay.
You illegally take somebody's prescription medicine that isn't yours.
He later on is going to admit to that again and show the actual pills.
Okay.
You'll see it.
Let's see what happens.
He's in Jersey. He knows who it is. He listens to the podcast. He hooks me up from time to time.
Wait a minute.
With those bars.
I can't believe there's a guy in Jersey who listens to the podcast who mails you Xanax bars?
Yes.
What the fuck, Joey?
He's got them right beside him on the desk.
Really? That's kind of nuts.
But again, then I got my boy, one of my boys in Jersey. He knows who it is. He listens to the podcast. He hooks me up from time to time with those bars.
Uh-oh.
Okay, Xanax.
The Xanax bars. Okay, so I wake up the other morning.
Here we go.
After
Now it gets
Louis
funny.
CK thing, like 2 days later, and some guy sends me a message. Hey, man. Fuck this dude that's talking shit
Yeah, that
about
was
you.
bullshit.
So I didn't know who the dude was. I don't know what's going on.
You don't know what's going on.
So again, I wake up the next day. I don't hear nothing. Then yesterday I go online and there's this big thing. Joey Diaz is on Xanax. I caught him. I go, this is interesting. Finally.
We got him. Now, this is a good.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I go on the other day, I see this big thing. Joey Diaz is on Xanax. We got him. That sounds like me. We got him. But listen to this. This is the part that really stuck with me. I've only viewed this once, and I started around right here. So we're going to kind of be seeing it for the first time together. But I remember this part in particular, and I think it's really telling. Listen to this.
Wake up the next day. I don't hear nothing. Then yesterday I go online and there's this big thing. Joey Diaz is on Xanax. I caught him. I go, this is interesting. Finally, somebody called me out. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh. I want you to remember this. This is interesting. Finally, someone calls me out. I wonder where Joey's anxiety stems from. Could it be the years of guilt that have bubbled up into his big gut from all the bad things that he's done that he's never been called out on? You know, it seemed like Joe Rogan, kind of got Joey Diaz famous. And Joey knows he did a lot of bad stuff in his past. He sold drugs. He's Me Too'd all these women. Kidnapping. And this is all stuff that he's told us.
She's lucky she paid $100. I had girls sucking my dick and giving me coke from Chewy. You think I'm fucking kidding you? Fuck yeah, you gotta suck my dick to get up in the belly room. I'll make a call for you. That's the fucking gateway into coming to Hollywood. Everybody knows that.
How many girls did you have do that?
Oh, 20 of them. I had this little blonde open mic chick dog that used to come up to the Comedy Store with a 20 and just take me up to the belly room and suck my dick, then go do her set. She was tremendous.
Wow.
She finally freaked out. When she got to Hollywood, bro, she was beautiful. And when she left, she had dirty fucking, her nails were dirty. And then a year later, she wrote me a letter to the Comedy Store. You cocksucker, you broke me. I kept shooting sperm balls in her fucking ear bar. Every time she went down, vaya pa la pinga.
And he probably realized, man, I'm getting away with it all. Eventually, somebody's going to come after me. So he says this right at the beginning. It was very telling, and I think this is kind of his biggest issue. He always knew somebody was going to start biting at his heels, coming after him. Again, when I first started watching this, I go, oh, maybe he's going to, we're seeing a lot of people come around. Louis J. Gomez, Chrissy Marr, Annie Lederman, Joe DeRosa. Maybe he's going to go, finally, somebody came at me. Pretty good stuff. And then own it. because he's the big bad comedian killer monster. Nothing could touch this guy, right? Wrong! Watch this. He's very, very hurt.
Yesterday I go online and there's this big thing. Joey Diaz is on Xanax. I caught him. I go, this is interesting. Finally, somebody called me out. You know what I'm saying? I fucking click. But before we get to that, about 6 months ago, I came home and I was writing a bio for this year to have on the road. Mm-hmm. You know how when you write a bio for the road, you know, born in New York,
the venue and
you might have seen him, whatever. So I went on my IMDb page. And on my IMDb page, it says the Jim Norton documentary, Joey Coco Diaz. And I'm like, now, I know I smoke reefer. And I know I got a lot on my plate.
So this one is good, too. This is another to set you up, priming you. They made a documentary about Jim Norton, the rise and fall of Jim Norton. I don't know. Jim Norton sucks. So he's, again, priming you. He wants to show you that they do this to everyone, okay? Not just him. They do this to everybody.
It says the Jim Norton documentary, Joey Coco Diaz. And I'm like, now, I know I smoke reefer. And I know I got a lot on my plate. But I don't remember doing the Jim Norton documentary for all of me. Let me find the Jim Norton documentary and see what this is all about. And it was like the rise and fall of Jim Norton.
Yes.
And I'm watching this video and I'm fast forwarding to it. And they finally came to us. It's him on the podcast.
Oh, okay.
Talking. So they used our footage, so they had to put my name on it.
Got it.
Really? Oh,
so I'm watching this thing, and it's like the rise and fall of about perverts and this and that. And I'm going, whoa. What rise and fall of Jim Norton?
Yeah.
He fucking is on the radio. It's a great show. He's still selling out tickets, and he's still funnier than fucking ever.
I see. So this is the problem when you don't read the comments. When you're too cool to hang out with the internet, you start distancing yourself from what's going on,
you
okay?
have no idea the temperature of...
Yeah. So he sees this documentary, The Rise and Fall of Jim Norton. What the hell? Jim Norton's a top comic. Not to us. He fucking fell. So this shows how out of it these guys, when they don't realize, Jim Norton, while he's still on the radio, like half of the fan base that liked him doesn't like him anymore. They find him to be what's called a worm, all right? A wuss, not the guy we signed up for. So Joey Diaz is using these stories, these examples to get you ready for, Jim Norton's still cool, right, folks? So obviously, if people are doing stuff about me, it's the same as it. That's not going to work.
He just shot the degenerates. What rise and fall? And then if you look on that page,
Joey.
It's who stole Patrice O'Neal's money. Did you see that one?
No, I didn't see that one.
The Brendan Schaub documentary.
Yeah, I saw that one.
Another comedian that they tortured. And I go, oh, this is a new thing. I go, I wonder when I'm going to get mine. You know what I'm saying? Even as a joke, I go, I wonder, but they tortured.
Wow, that's a guilty paranoia man's thought. I wonder when I'm going to get mine. That's the first thing you thought of? Yikes. So you're worried. He's really unaware that there's any of this. And furthermore, he's trying to establish like this thing where, how dare anyone ever criticize a comedian? We're the best. So you didn't even know that was a possibility. People had been so scared of you. Big fat Goomba Italian mobster guy. They're so scared because he's like the archetype of like scary old guy. You don't mess with him. He'll hit you with one of his big fat fingers. One of his rings will make an imprint on your head. And Joe Rogan's always talked very highly of him, his favorite comic. So for Joey Diaz hasn't had anyone speak to him the way I've speak to him in the last 20 years. Barely. Commenters don't even really talk to Joey Diaz. And if they do, he probably doesn't see those ones. They're kind of buried. Most people are constantly going, oh, Uncle Joey, you're the best. You're the wisest. You're the smartest. You're the coolest. So for 20 years, everybody's been pussyfooting around Big Pussy. And the little bit of criticism he's about to listen to is really going to fuck with his mind. He thought he was past that. But he always knew, because he always had that guilt. He always had that worry and paranoia and that anxiety. It comes from somewhere.
Poor Schaub. Because nobody knows Shab. He's been doing comedy for 3 years.
Shab,
What do
he
you expect
says.
from Shab? To be fucking Red Fox? You dumb motherfuckers. So
You hear that, Reddit? The fighter
yesterday
in the
I
kid
get
Reddit?
up and I click.
He
What did
called
he
you
say?
guys dumb motherfuckers.
If you don't like Brendan Schaub, you're a dumb fuck.
You hear that, guys?
So see what I mean about how they're siding with each other and it's us against the people. That's not a good place to be in.
Because nobody knows Shab. He's been doing comedy for 3 years. What do you expect from Shab?
First of all, Schaub's been doing comedy for 5 years. He fancies himself very funny and very good. So now Schaub's got to hear, he's been doing comedy for 3 years. He's not funny yet. Why should he be? Well, I bet Schaub begs to differ.
I go, I wonder when I'm going to get mine.
Yikes.
You know what I'm saying? Even as a joke, I go, I wonder, but they're torturing poor Shab. Because nobody knows Shab. He's been doing comedy for 3
Oh, we
years.
know
What do you
him.
expect from Shab? To be fucking Red Fox? You dumb motherfuckers. So yesterday I get up and I click it. And I'm watching this guy.
Me.
And I'm waiting for some intelligent feedback. For him to say Joey Diaz is a problem, blah, blah. I'm fat. I look like I'm 80.
Yes.
When do I work out? The dumb cunt chick is
All right,
saying,
so this is where I'm aware. I go, okay, so he's not okay with this. This
He's
is a
talking
big
about
deal.
me?
Yeah, but he goes, I'm waiting for some intelligence. Hey, Joey, no one intelligent knows you. Sorry to break it to you. Intelligent people are not watching this frame, all right? This is as intelligent as it's going to get. You're fat, you're old, you're addicted, all right? Yeah, I wish somebody intelligent would go after you too. Frankly, they're above this. All right? So this is where we learn, okay, he's not okay with this. He's mad. Let's listen.
there's a problem, blah, blah. I'm fat. I look like I'm 80. When do I work out? The dumb cunt chick
Shit.
is saying fucking that who would do jujitsu with me.
Wow.
I mean, it was just, and I just stopped it.
Okay.
Okay, you just stopped it, or did you?
So he's getting his feelings hurt by something that I
you
said
show-
about who
Yeah,
wouldn't
okay.
do jujitsu.
Yeah, and
with
forget
him.
you. Like, forget this Jules stuff. We don't care. Jules is a whore. She's a dumb cunt. Let's cut her open. Let's drink her. And nothing you say even rivals the stuff that I say to her day in and day out. We really don't, you know. But, you know, you're thinking, you're sitting there watching this. You're going, wait a minute. You're bothered by fat comments. You're bothered by who the fuck would do jujitsu with you. It would almost make sense if you were bothered by like some slanderous lie. But the great, the brilliant, the mighty, killer, monster, comedian Joey Diaz gets his feelings hurt by a few fat jokes. This is
that
it.
unbelievable?
Fat jokes. He sucks at jujitsu. He sweats.
the
He looks
face
like
that
he's
he did.
80. He can't believe somebody would step to him. You know, again, he's so used to everybody kissing his ass and saying how great he is. He didn't think this would happen anymore. That's how protected he's been.
I feel bad for hurting his feelings so bad. I thought he was one of the tough guys.
I feel bad, and you're going to see his eyes are tearing up. You might not be able to see it through our camera, but
I see a tear coming out.
it's right here. Listen, his eyes are tearing up. The guy's obviously very, very hurt by this. I almost feel bad. Now, obviously, we're going to make this a lot worse. Wait till he sees some of the old clips we've done. If this hurt your feelings, this was a light one. This was a light ribbing, I call it. Let's see what happens here.
And I click it, and I'm watching this guy, and I'm waiting for some intelligent feedback.
Not gonna
For him
happen,
to say
bro.
Joey Diaz is a problem, blah, blah. I'm fat. I look like I'm 80. When do I work out? The dumb cunt chick is saying fucking that who would do jujitsu with me.
I love
I mean,
that
it was
part.
just, and I just stopped it. And then he's like, this is how you know a junkie. He doesn't know the name of what he's taking. Blah, blah,
So
blah.
this, okay, let's talk about this. Joey thought, you know, in his mind, he suffered through a lot of stuff where he was a junkie. He was a bad guy. He was a thief. And in Joey's mind, he's righted all those wrongs. He's done the time in his own head, okay? I think this really triggered him. This triggered him back to the days where he was a junkie, where everybody didn't trust him, where everybody thought this guy's using drugs, he's a thief. So now he's getting those allegations thrown back at him, and it's kicking up all those moments. And he thought he was past that. He thought, I don't got to defend myself anymore. I'm good.
As long as you talk about it on your show, you're
As long
free.
as I talk about it. But he always knew somebody was going to come sniffing around. And now it's finally happened. And he's really trying to plead with the audience here today to make them think, no, these things aren't true. They used to be true. That's the old me that's dead and buried. Sorry, Joey. It's all coming back. Okay? Your biggest fears, they're back.
I'm going to tell you what. Because I don't take Xanax. Lee, what's the name of that gel right there?
Here we go.
Up on top.
Wait. This is the big moment. This is the big first fool's moment of the clip. I don't take Xanax. You never want to defend yourself, by the way. If somebody's fighting with you, just make fun of them more. That's really your only move. When somebody puts you on trial and forces you to defend the allegations they said, like anybody who accuses me you're not going to hear the answer from me. I'm going to keep you wondering. Oh, did he do it? Did he not do it? I don't know. That's up for you to decide. The minute you start defending something, you instantly look guilty. It's like when I sit here and go, he's crying. Look at that. You can see tears. Now what he's got to do is come back and go, I'm not crying. It's never going to work. That never looks good. I wasn't crying. That's the best. So always accuse people of crying, because then they got to say, I wasn't crying, and that comes off as, ha ha. So we've accused him of doing Xanax, which he admitted to, and now he's going to pull out an empty bottle of Xanax.
By the way, this whole clip we did was based around how guilty he was being, like a classical guilty man on Joe Rogan, a movie guy
and that's
pulling
really
at his
what
collar.
bothered him, because his whole life he's battled with, can we trust Joey Diaz? Is he trustworthy? And right when he was starting to get everyone's trust, now, maybe we can't trust the junkie. Let's see.
I'm going to tell you what. Because I don't take Xanax. Lee, what's the name of that gel right there? Up on top. So
he hands it to his co-host.
Read everything that's on that label.
Listen to this.
Read my name, not my address, but...
All right. Social security number.
No.
No, I'm joking. Alprazolam?
Alprazolam. That's why I didn't know the fucking name on it, on the Joe... But keep reading.
I can barely read it.
Keep reading.
Here we go.
Yeah, Alprazolam or something like that.
Tablets, 0.25 milligrams. I don't know what
okay. What did I say on the Joe Rogan podcast?
0.25.
Okay.
And he said it's a generic for Xanax tabs.
Okay.
Take one tablet 3 times a day as needed for anxiety.
Okay, so you are taking Xanax. Cool. Nice. You destroyed me.
Also, I just realized he never responded to the allegations that he was lying about his wife washing them.
Wow,
that was
look
one
at
of
that.
our main points.
Okay, he's hiding that. So you don't take Xanax? Well, he's like, see, I don't take Xanax. Read the bottle. And then the guy's like, generic for Xanax, take 3 times a day. Did that trick anybody? And it will trick the guys who listen. Wait till you see the guys who listen to the show. We found out what they are. They all seem to suffer from the same problems as...
This is more of an asylum.
So I don't know what he's doing here
podcast.
today. I think what he was going out to do is say, the reason I didn't know the generic name is because it's long. But that's not really the point we were making.
Good podcast.
0.25.
Okay.
Yikes, Joey.
It's a generic for Xanax tabs.
Okay.
Take one tablet 3 times a day as needed for anxiety.
Okay.
And it's prescribed by a doctor. Package 101. It's a prescription. That's it.
Okay, so
you're prescribed the small ones by a doctor, but, you could take 3 small ones equals the big one, right? I don't know how many you would have to take. So you're prescribed by the doctor. Then you got some other guy, Joe, who listens to the podcast, who's mailing you full bars of Xanax that you talked about at the beginning. There's
going to be more on that.
Highly illegal and bad, and we're going to hear more about that. So it's almost like his mind is shot. He doesn't realize this is not what you do when you've been accused of doing Xanax. You don't give 2 instances right off the top of, well, yeah, I got guys who send me bars, and then I got prescription Xanax. Okay, well, you know, it's not really an argument, It's kind of crazy.
For you, the guy, whatever, I'm not even going to mention your name, because then I looked on your other videos, and you're making fun of Cheeto Santino.
Okay, here we go. So this is where it really... The hurt defensive comic. I'm not going to say your name. That's a bitch fucking move. We say all the names. We don't care if people get views. We don't care if people flourish. That's some ego shit, man.
We do a fundraiser for Hostbuster every other month.
We don't care. Yeah, oh, we're not going to say their name. Oh, people will give them views. And I even correct people who go, oh, does anyone have a rip? I don't want to give them the view. You know, maybe for some people like Patrick Melton, it's nice to keep that number really low. But we're not going to, take away views from... We don't care about that stuff. We don't
pay full price for all the content we watch.
Listen, we want these comics being big, successful. The more people that know Joey, the more people that can enjoy our coverage of Joey. You see how this works? The bigger mistakes he'll make. So, yeah, I'll never buy that excuse. I don't even want to. Why? Would people come over? Would they like it, Joey?
For who, the guy, whatever, I'm not even going to mention your name.
Listen to this.
Because then I looked on your other videos, and you're making fun of Cheeto Santino.
Oh, yes.
And you're making fun of fucking Chris D'Elia.
Oh, yes.
You're making fun of people who actually are doing something with their life. Oh. You wrote a fucking video about Cheeto Santino not having any content and Chris D'Elia. Who the fuck are you?
When he said that, I go, oh, no, now they're going to think they could... It's going to be, because our biggest comment on YouTube, like literally like hundreds a day, thousands a month. You have no content. Who are you to say they have no content? You're just jealous. Yes, that's it. It's jealousy. And now you're just giving them the green light to dig deeper into that one. Oh, fuck, man. So when I saw this, I go, oh, no, it's over. So he's starting with that. You have no content. And by the way, that video that everyone's referring to, he goes, who the fuck are you to say that Cheeto and D'Elia have no content? It's in quotes.
We are saying that because that's our main comment.
Say it to us. Don't you see? It says, Chris D'Elia and Andrew Santino have no content. You know, how do you get hung up on that? The no content
He didn't get it. It's okay. It's understandable.
It's okay. That's okay.
We'll give that one a pass.
Yeah, let's see what he does now.
Something with their life. You wrote a fucking video about Cheeto Santino not having any content and Chris D'Elia. Who the fuck are you? The content you're putting out is content that's garbage. Meanwhile, you're sitting there with your little half of whiskey and that cunt who I know has corona in the pussy.
So this excited everybody. And this shows how little comics are doing. Where they go, holy shit, he's exposing him, he's annihilating him. Because he's using words like f***ing cunt. That's so it's amazing how starved people are for a little bit of anything. That all it takes, and this is what people were excited. Anthony Cumia was the same way, where he was so boring. When we started picking on him, his defensiveness at least felt like a show. It like wakes up the fans finally. Oh, so it's not just some big fat guy going, Okay, he's calling someone a cunt. They're excited.
Well, you know what? We should give him the benefit of the doubt because every other comedian podcast and every episode of this podcast is so boring and dull and dramaless that this must seem like the best day
that's
of the
what
year.
I mean. It's like him just calling me a cunt or a is like, enough for them to go, holy fuck, this is amazing. Yeah, because you haven't seen anything in years. It's been so fucking boring. So yeah, now they're starting to realize, when you kind of go after somebody, people are a little bit more interested than just sitting around and talking about your ferrets all day.
The content you're putting out is content that's garbage. Meanwhile, you're sitting there with your little half of whiskey and that cunt who I know has corona in her pussy because she can't be so fucking stupid. And you're pointing your fingers at comics who actually try and who actually fucking go out there.
Actually try, as if that matters. We don't give a fuck how hard you try. This is with the delusion of Ricky Glassman too. I work very hard at this. I do not compute. It doesn't matter how hard you work at it. Everyone works hard. So this is what I've been telling you for years. They have such a delusion. They have such an ego that they go, we work very hard at this. How dare you insult me? Really? Do you hear yourself? How dare us insult the perfect, flawless comedian
Joey Diaz
that works hard?
as a king that sits on a throne just demanding compliments, and then whenever someone says anything mean, he can go off with their head.
Bring me my grapes. So this is what I've always told you they were. If you're not giving them a compliment, fuck you.
Content that's garbage. Meanwhile, you're sitting there with your little hat for whiskey and that cunt who I know has corona in her pussy because she can't be so fucking stupid, and you're pointing your fingers at comics who actually try and who actually fucking go out there on the weekend.
We're sorry.
And who actually are doing something with their fucking lives. That's what you're doing. And here, I got the fucking proof for what the fuck you're talking about.
Thumbnail? I think that's going to be the thumbnail. Thank you. I got proof I don't do Xanax with my Xanax bottle. Good one. This poor fuck. It didn't have to be like this, Joey Diaz. You know, you even got people who like Redbar and stuff. They feel bad, too, because you do kind of feel bad. Here's this old man. He was having a great day.
100% real. I did not think that he would get this mad about
again, when we first turned this on, I thought he was going to bring it up and go, let them have their fun.
Like, you expect kids. Santino and D'Elia and people like that to get mad, but Joey, he seems like a guy who
expect
can take
the way, you know, people talk about these guys. Him and Joe Rogan are like the wise elders of the comedy scene. They know best. They've always got great inspirational motivation. You know, Joey Diaz comes on at 5 a.m. every day. All right, cocksuckers, we got to get up and work hard. No. You're doing all this out of fear. You live in fear every day. You're not this big, confident, nothing gets to me.
No.
Don't cancel comedians for jokes, guy. As soon as we make a joke about you, and by the way, is it a joke? I don't know. Pretty fucking mean. I don't know, it's a joke. I get it. It's fucking insulting, but you got to read the room, man. You know, show that it doesn't bother you. This is a terrible example. Now, the next time you're in trouble and complaining that somebody else should mind their own business, are you going to remember this moment, Joey?
No. He doesn't remember what he did yesterday.
I'm holding Xanax pill. And he's looking. Do you see his face, folks? I haven't ever seen him like this. Usually Joey Diaz looks pretty confident, in control. He looks like he's chill and hanging out. Cut to here, I haven't seen him look like this in years. This spooked him, man. You know, he's shaking. He's got his eyes filled with tears. Really, he didn't see this coming. All right, let's continue watching. There's plenty more.
On the weekends. And who actually are doing something with their fucking lives. That's what you're doing. And here, I got the fucking proof for what the fuck you're talking about. I'm addicted to that I lied about. What does it say the name is? That's why I don't know. It's Aprazoman, a generic blend for Xanax. But even though, what were the fucking things?
0.25.
0.2 fucking fives. Only your little fucking ass would get high on one of these, you little fucking fuck.
I had to stop watching.
Jesus Christ. So he's extremely upset here. And really, you know what it was, too? It's the addiction thing. I don't think he would have been mad. But again, I think he thought, my addiction days are done. You know what's interesting? Tons of comments. He's not getting ratioed, but almost every other comment in his comment section, go see for yourself, is, hey, man, Joey, sorry, dude. I don't like the guy either, but he does have a point. We're worried about you. Don't get back on pills. You don't need these pills. People writing paragraphs about what Xanax does and how he's wrong. Yikes. So this was a bad moment for him. Would you like to see more? It gets worse.
It's just people that this whole thing wraps up and somebody gave them permission to attack some fucking guy. Hey, listen. You want to call me out? Call me out.
Oh.
Call me out for my tolerance.
No.
Call me out for the amount of fucking edibles I do.
Why? Why can't I just call you out about anything and it should just roll off your back? Who gives a fuck? I'm a fucking...
Well, there is a list of things you're allowed to say.
No, you can only call me out on this, and this. So you have a weak spot, huh? You're pretty weak?
You want to call me out? Call me out. Call me out for my tolerance. Call me out for the amount of fucking...
Why would I call you out on tolerance? That's a cool thing. Yeah. You want to call me out? Call me out that I can handle a lot of weed. No. Sorry. Not going to start giving you props. How about I call you out on the stuff that extremely bothers you. I'll stick to that, junkie.
I do. You call me out for 1,000 things. Don't call me out for something that don't exist because you want to not even profit just to make yourself look fucking smart.
Not even profit to make. No. We don't care about smarts around here. We just like making fun of you. Look at you. You're staring at me. I feel so bad for this guy right now. Actually, I don't feel anything for him. But you could tell this isn't the same Joey Diaz that you've been seeing all these years. Look at the face. Look at that guy. That's a squinty-eyed, teary-eyed face.
Now, I don't like to carry this around with me. This makes me look like a fucking idiot.
Oh.
I don't think I should carry these with me. So you see these? What these are? These are a sunglass case.
Oh.
That is always in my bag. Okay? And these are the glasses that go in there. If you watch the podcast.
Look how he's addressing just me. I've never been spoken to like this before. Now, it is nice that at least he responds, but let it be known, it's out of emotion. It's out of fear. It's out of, oh no, this is like, I've been worrying about this shit for a long time. I hope my fans don't think I'm a junkie. I got to say something. It's not out of, he's got the balls. Oh, he don't take shit from no one. I mean, this is extremely defensive and whiny. It's not a...
If someone says something about you that doesn't bother you, it doesn't bother you.
It doesn't bother you. You don't start begging that they understand what's happening. So now he's holding up sunglasses, a sunglass case.
Well, wait till you hear what he says about this.
Yeah. Is that a sunglass case or is it a case for one of those... he's got that stereo where the disc face comes off and you put it in a case and you take the stereo face with you so no one steals it from your car.
I know some of you listen to it. But if you watch it, these are the glasses that go in there. They're prescription? No. They're fucking whatever. But in here, in case I have an emergency, because this is how I roll, because you have no idea what it is to have anxiety, I have green Xanny bars that a friend of mine gave me on the road.
Oh my God, are you out of your fucking mind?
Why are you saying this?
So not only do you carry the little 2.5 footballs that only a it could get high off of, okay. But then you have illegally carried full bars that your friend gives you that you keep in a sunglass case. Okay. Interesting. I didn't even pick up on that. There was just so many emotions going when I first watched this. So you're a giant idiot, huh? Oh, boy. Let's hear this again.
Because this is how I roll, because you have no idea what it is to have anxiety.
I have no idea.
I have green Xanny bars.
Seems illegal.
That a friend of mine gave me on the road.
Oh!
And if you want, I could have him call in.
Yes, please!
To tell you when he gave me these things.
Yes!
So he gives me these Xanny bars, and what I did was I put some in my...
I am going to hold you to that. In fact, give me the friend's name. Or else you're a fucking pussy and a liar.
You promised, Joey.
If you want, I could have the guy call in. Perfect. Let's set this up on our next show. I would love to have the friend that gives you illegal Xanax to call in fact, Joey. So if you don't do that, you're not a man of your word, and then technically I have to win. So yes, we will be taking that phone call. Let's set this up. Oh, I'm never going to talk to this cocksucker. I've learned actually to just ignore him. Oh, how convenient. Is he going to learn to ignore me after this? Let's find out.
Call in to tell you when he gave me these things.
Joey.
So he gives me these Xanny bars, and what I did was I put some in my Suncast case in case I get an anxiety attack.
Your Suncast case. Listen, I'm the master of saying words wrong. I like it. Doesn't sound good when you're this 88-year-old melting. Look at this guy, man. I mean, just look at this seat. He's got to explain himself. My Suncast. Your Suncast? You're mixing up a sunglass case and the cheap system Dreamcast? That's absurd.
While I'm on the show, and if I'm driving, I have them in my bag, and, you know, blah, 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 blah. The other thing of the purpose
I also carry an illegal gun and a bunch of illegal fireworks. I have my 27-year-old daughter that I never talked to is in the trunk.
People go, Mike, you want to hit him where it hurts. Why don't you bring up how he abandoned his daughter?
My 27-year-old daughter and me haven't spoken since she's like 10.
I said, I don't go after people who abandoned their daughters. Except When I do, you abandoned your daughter. She's just out there living a life while you make money and not give it to her. That's pretty cool. Remember her? We'll be interviewing her. Imagine seeing a guy like me and your daughter talking. Yikes.
Hey, Joey, your daughter has fucking corona.
We're going to be interviewing your daughter. I'm going to actually be trying to seduce her. See, maybe if I could whoop right up her whoop.
Cunt.
Hopefully I could get her to have some sort of sex with me.
I'll allow it.
Okay? I'll do your voice while we're fucking.
Oh, do you like that? 27-year-old abandoned daughter. Fire him, cover.
Imagine if you heard me say that. If he's this mad about the Xanax, wait till you see the other things I've said, including the fucking of your daughter. We're kidding, but he did abandon his daughter. He really did. He tells this whole story on, like, Tiger Belly. Oh, you abandoned your daughter. That's really bad.
Yeah, who cares? Isn't ever all my stories are so funny?
You know, he's lived this life for so long. Everybody, you know, and we're starting to find all the people who are very upset about this. They're coming over to our page. How dare you make fun of somebody with anxiety? And don't you understand that 70% of the world suffers from some sort of mental illness? I said, yikes. Okay, well, there we go. Proves my theory correct. We're fucked. 70% of the world suffers from mental illness. I had to look this up. It turns out it's 5%. 70% is a little much,
high.
But in their bubble, this is what I'm finding. I thought this was a comedy show. No. This is more of a AA type environment that Joey has set up. A rehab, if you will, for the depressed and anxious and mentally screwed people of the internet, and they flock to him for his inspiration.
It's an asylum of sorts.
Yeah, an asylum. Okay, perfect. You got Ari Shaffir running around like Pepper. Good girl. So you're running more of a rehab, an AA, and your people are very upset that their trust circle has popped. And I'm really getting message after message. How dare you make fun of somebody's mental illness? Really? Your mental illness? First of all, you're the reason why we have all these problems in the world. You and your mental illness. And second of all, shouldn't your mental illness be the first thing we all make fun of? Like, come the fuck on, man.
I mean, it's one thing if, like, Philip DeFranco's fans came after us for making fun of mental illness, but this
these
is supposed
are Joey
to be
Diaz.
the comedy community.
You're okay with Joey Diaz kidnapping people, doing drugs, Me Tooing Chelsea Handler. If you read their comments, everything's, this guy's AIDS, fuck this guy, yeah, fuck SJW. But the minute we make fun of your crippling anxiety, that's when you start crumbling. You see how weak that is? And Joey, you're setting a bad example.
You can make fun of anything, dog. Except my condition. Except my little fancy condition.
Oh, what a fucking... Well, no, that's
what he says.
We're going to bleep all that. I can't believe he even said this on YouTube.
While I'm on the show. And if I'm driving, I have them in my bag and, you know, blah, 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 blah.
Oh, cool.
The other thing of the purpose is...
You hear that? Cops impound his vehicle.
I drive around with the drugs I'm not prescribed to that were given me by Jeff. What's wrong with that?
I'm going to snitch. I want the LA police impounding you while you drive. Imagine that. You got to walk to the Comedy Store. How are you going to do that?
Show. And if I'm driving, I have them in my bag and, you know, blah, 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 blah. Uh-oh. The other thing of the purpose is... I'm not lying to nobody about my fucking shortcomings. I'm 57. Lie to no one, because if they're special to you, you're going to fuck it up with a lie. And if they don't matter, like
you lie all the time.
Who the fuck are they that you got to lie to them for?
And I watched that's why I asked you the question, because I watched the first 10 minutes and I had to shut it off.
You had to turn it off. So you turned it off after 10 minutes and you turned it off after 10 minutes? That's weird. That's, you know, the only people who turn things off right away are people in movies when... A politician in the movie, when he's watching the news about him. We've seen this a million times in movies. It's like, Senator Klobuchar was caught molesting kids. And then they cut to the senator at home with his family. He's like, turn this off. And they turn it off. I've always had a problem with that. Why would you turn off the most important thing about you? Aren't you curious as to what they have to say? So none of these people turn it off. They got to say, oh, we've turned it off. We couldn't even listen. That's interesting because you seem to know a lot of stuff from the 15-minute mark. You turned it off at 10. How do you know all the stuff that I said at that 20-minute mark? I see this all the time on YouTube in our comments. I had to turn this off after 30 seconds. How dare you make fun of CBD oil? That's interesting. I talked about the CBD thing at minute 37. Come on. It's not even a cool thing to say. You don't got to lie. It's okay if you watch it. Doesn't make you gay and retarded. Okay? You're allowed to watch a man accuse you of having an addiction.
Cool.
And I watched that's why I asked you the question, because I watched the first 10 minutes and I had to shut it off just because it was bothering me. Like it was bothering. All his research was watching the Joe Rogan podcast.
You probably want to keep your mouth closed for this, Joey. You're on national TV. It was bothering me. I had to turn it off after 10 minutes. It was bothering me so much. I thought your comedians top tough guys. Turns out they're not so tough, huh?
This is very revealing.
Imagine if I came on this show and go, I had to turn off Hostbuster after 10 minutes. It was bothering me too much to hear him. What the fuck? I mean, come on. If I'm allowed to take it, then you got to take it too. You can't be this much of a pussy.
Just because it was bothering me. Like all his research was watching the Joe Rogan podcast.
That looks like fucking Hellboy. Have you not seen a closer? This is like if Hellboy got extremely obese. Remember Hellboy? Look at that. All you need is those plugs coming out of your head, you red demon. Yikes. I feel bad for him. I want to make peace with him. But the peace comes with a nude apology. Sorry, bro. You got to spin.
Yes.
Here on this show, we've got one way out. It's called the ultimatum. You have to do a public apology about me, and you got to do it naked, widescreen, in at least 1080p, and you got to be spinning. I got to see the butt, the balls, the boobs, the tits, the dick, the stones. You called them stones, right, the other day?
Yeah.
So, Joey, I'd like a formal apology and a little naked spin. I want to see the cracks, the creases. You big animal.
And the thing that actually
there's more
didn't hurt my feelings, but it was he said like, "Oh, you're so mentally broken that you have to take something like that. Comedians shouldn't have to take." What are you talking about? It's I forget where I saw.
Now, but I wonder if Joey was conflicted. Did he have to take a Xanax for this, or did he pull open the bottle? He's like, "Oh fuck, what's this video about me?" Nah, I still need one. Did you have to take a Xanax to get through your little fucking video from the fairy? You stupid monster.
The fairy. Is that your new thing?
Well, I mean, come on. I'm the gayest fucking twinkiest out there. Why would I bother you? Look at your face. He hasn't smiled.
I can't get over that part.
Look how mad he is. Joey, you gotta lead by example. You gotta be above this. You gotta say, don't let words hurt you. People can talk shit. They're it's okay.
Hasn't this guy been like to prison, done all sorts of crimes, and this is the thing that pushes him over the edge?
Exactly. That's what I meant. He's been babied for so many years. He didn't see it coming. Well, now it's coming all the time, Joey. And wait till you see my past clips. If you got so mad about this one, again, this one was light. Let's hear more from Coco.
Someone said, like, the brain is part of the body. That you take medicine for heart, you take medicine for breathing.
Sure. Wow, interesting.
If you have anxiety, taking a pill doesn't mean anything. His whole point.
You are worse. Just admit you're worse. Listen, I got a disease.
Can't I got
you
faults laugh about at yourself me. About your
They're
anxiety?
bad. Why can't you laugh about it? Yeah, what? Are you better than us for having anxiety? You're obviously worse. It's just how the fucking dice roll, bro. You're worse. If you have crippling anxiety and fear and you can't control it, well, that's even worse than it being something that you should be able to control. Sorry. I'm so sorry you came out wrong. Your mom was wrong. Your dad was wrong. You were raised wrong. You made so many mistakes that your brain, you can't even get by without swallowing the pill. I'm so sorry. But yes, then you're less than. Just admit you're less than. You're not as good.
I mean, at the very least, we should be allowed to make jokes.
And listen, this is what I said. I said, listen, I even said in this video, I made it a clear point. I'm not attacking the kid at home who has anxiety, that was given the bad cards, that doesn't know how to do the life. I'm teasing the big, famous, rich comedian who has 590,000 subscribers who tells it like it is and who is supposed to be the biggest, baddest, toughest guy. All right? I didn't go pick on some retard kid from the 11th grade. Oh, you're gonna... I even spared the people at home. So the fact that you're all so weak, we made fun of your condition. You have a condition, first of all? That's bad. Yes, you're worse.
What was that? Oh, you're weak because you...
Lee,
who cares?
7 years on the podcast. How many times did you see me drink? Let's count it. We drank with Ron White.
Oh, on the podcast?
Yeah. How many times did you ever see me drink?
3?
7 years. So I could see if I was eating Xanax and abusing them. I could see if I was fucking going out.
So he's taking the technical approach. This is something that our fools need to learn. We don't care about none of this shit. We're just here to make fun of you and cause us some chaos.
We don't care that you're. Gift we've gotten
I'm getting like a million comments like, this guy is saying that Xanax is bad when he's drinking. Yeah, we don't give a fuck.
We're just saying whatever we think will get to you.
Like, if we liked Joey Diaz and he did Xanax, we wouldn't care. We don't give a fuck if someone uses drugs. We like drug users. We abuse drugs all the time, fool! And we just think it's funny that you need Xanax. Right? And you need it out of fear. You're not doing it recreationally. Listen, I always say this, drink to remember, not to forget. Barb Wire, 1996. Pamela Anderson had a movie called Barb Wire, and she had a blind brother in the movie. And Pam started drinking because things weren't going well. And he goes, drink to remember, not to forget. Such a great message.
Are always so
wise. You should only be drinking because you're having fun, not because you're in pain. It would be different if I was in physical pain. I'm not even who cares? Yeah, I'll do all the same shit Joey Diaz does. Who's going to stop me? Obviously, it truly embarrasses you that people think you're on Xanax. You're the one. Then don't tell people. Don't tell people you have crippling anxiety, and then when they go, oh, you do? Wow, that's kind of weak. What the fuck? Well, then don't say it. See, that's what I mean about they thought that everyone had their back. Like, they could just be the most pathetic, weak, stupid, liar, shitty people, and then all they hear is people going, we love you, Joey, man. I also have the worst mental brain disorder, and I always steal from my mom, so this rules. That doesn't make this a positive thing, Joey. So finally, someone said, oh, you know what? You're kind of gross, disgusting, and a thief. And that really bothered you. Every time I freeze, you look like you're going to cry. Let's hear a little bit more.
Listen.
Or not telling anybody about it.
I've been talking about anxiety on this show for years.
Addressing me directly.
I've been talking about my personal issues with anxiety before I go on stage, when I leave my family, go on the road. This is all I talk about because I'm not better than you guys. We all fucking bleed. God put us together a fucking certain way.
What's your point?
And we're all lacking something.
But don't make fun of my disease. This is our problem. Yes, we understand that everyone's got their own shit. It should all be allowed to be made fun of. Especially by you. Again, you're not some innocent fucking half-Asian chick that I just started harassing on Twitter. All right? You're Joey Coco Diaz. Italy's most infamous mob boss. Taken down by the fairy about his Xanax pills.
Well,
what a stupid idiot.
Something. This doesn't mean you're weak.
Yes, it does.
This means
you don't want to be called weak, huh? Sorry. You're weak. People go, dude, you better watch out. If you ever saw Joe in person, I go, all I'd have to do is this. Walk backwards slowly to avoid getting hit by him. Do you see? Nobody's afraid of this fucking old, big, obese man. You literally just have to kind of have a pet. Just do this backwards. Ha 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 ha. It's very easy to defeat him or not get hit by him. That's his punch. And then he falls on the ground. I go, get somebody help him up.
Give him a hand.
Come on. What do you think? What's going on here? Look at this guy.
Somewhere along the line, there was a fucking problem that I didn't correct. But if you think I'm up all night fucking nodding and fucking... Yeah, I do things that are disturbing. But to myself.
Yeah.
There's no reason why I should... Dog, it's the truth. I was telling somebody...
See, he doesn't know... Again, know your position. Know what your stance is before you just start rambling. We see this happen a lot. They don't even know what their take is on this. They just know that it hurt their feelings, and this is bad. I gotta correct.
Their brains firing
and
like
who
justify,
would care?
justify.
Let's say 100,000 people all think you're a Xanax addict now. Who cares? Just show them you're not. Keep delivering the good content, and it's fine. Whoops. To sit here, what are you going to convince us? Now we think you're worse. Congratulations.
And your true fans aren't going to turn on you
for
what we said about you. You're just making yourself look worse to them.
Yeah. All right, let's keep seeing.
Fucking, yeah, I do things that are disturbing, but to myself. There's no reason why I should. Dog, it's the truth. I was telling somebody that day, I drank one of those Quick Z bottles at night, and I really forgot how many edibles I took. I didn't know if I had taken 2 of those or 4. I really don't know. So, yeah, am I embarrassed for being 57 and waking up on the floor with the heater burning me and the cat meowing on me? A little bit. But you know what? From time to time, you need to have a little fun from time to time to remind you.
Our buddy grappling.
Look at, he just did a fool's gulp. Do you know what that is? Now, a fool's sip is when they take a drink at a time where they're not thirsty. They're just trying to hide their emotions in the glass. This was a fool's gulp. What's so wrong? Have I made mistakes? Yes. You don't want to see a nigger gulp on one of these fucking podcasts. He did a fool's swallow. Here, we'll see that again.
Me and the cat meowing on me? A little bit. But you know what? From time to time, you need to have a little fun from time to time to remind you.
Our buddy grappling.
Gulp. Did you see that? You look very worried. See, in his mind, he knows he's done so much bad stuff. And his worry, this is where it's coming from. He goes, if people start hearing this, maybe other people start digging into me. They start finding out, is this the end where everyone starts throwing their stories about me out there? Fuck! Because then you can only embarrass Joe Rogan to a certain amount, like Ari Shaffir even. That Kobe thing, believe me, Joe's not going to have him on for a long time. It's been a long time. He should have had him on right away to save his ass. He knows if you get too many accusations out there, you can't go on Rogan anymore if everyone thinks you're a rapist. You can't even go on Rogan anymore if everyone thinks you said something too mean about Kobe. So these guys do worry. Is it all coming crumbling down? Are all my secrets going to be exposed, even though this is a light? Again, this is a
Joey,
fun one.
You're going to be fine.
You're going to be just fine. Everybody loves you still. You're going to be okay.
You.
Look at him. Don't you feel... Look at this guy.
Give him a hug. Just
now,
a big
I wonder
hug.
what he'll do. I wonder if he'll see this and start... if some sense will come to him, or if he'll see this and go, I gotta go. Are you going to get more mad, or are you going to go,
I want to make a peace offering?
Because it seems like you're very nervous about this information being put out there. I hope you don't copyright strike this. That's a bad move, because you are an emotional mess. You might think, just copyright, because you don't know the rules of the internet. Let them know. Joey, that'll make it much worse, because he didn't know that this was going to make it worse. Let's hear some more.
Me and the cat meowing on me? A little bit. But you know what? From time to time, you need to have a little fun from time to time to remind you.
Our buddy grappling science, he does a lot of memes. He had one.
Look at him.
Weed, there's no side effects. And sometimes you do wake up with ham in your sleep apnea mask.
Yeah,
Like, oh my God.
Yeah. That's the night I woke up and just ate a fucking pound of ham and just went right to bed without brushing my teeth. I was like a fucking Frankenstein. But at least I'm big enough to admit these shortcomings. If you're going to make a tape about me, make it about the real thing. Let's talk about the problems I had growing up. Do some research.
No. We're not interested in the problems you had growing up. We don't need to do research. We're interested in the horse shit you're peddling now. And that's that you're a tough, confident comic that also whines and complains and gets his feelings hurt. This is our midterm, bro. So, this is the essay we've been working on for all of these years. We don't care what you did back in the day when you were a child. Please, don't tell us what we're allowed to cover.
Just went right to bed without brushing my teeth. I was like a fucking Frankenstein. But at least I'm big enough to admit these shortcomings. If you're going to make a tape about me, make it about the real thing. Let's talk about the problems I had growing up. Do some research.
All right, you want me to make a video about how you abandoned your 27-year-old daughter and you don't speak to her and the kidnapping stuff and the Me Tooing that you've been doing? That's a worse video.
I never
You don't want me doing the real stuff, trust me.
When people say do the research, it's like you want people researching you?
Really? Because the research video is going to be much worse. If you hated this one, you're going to hate the one with all the real allegations where we start going to courts to get it unwinded.
Enough to admit these shortcomings. If you're going to make a tape about me, make it about the real thing. Let's talk about the problems I had growing up. Do some research. Go get some kidnapped victims. By the way, I spoke to my kidnapped victim the other night.
Kidnapped victim, we don't care about that. Well, I mean, it adds to your life of crime, of course. That's over. I want to talk about the stuff that you're up to now.
He's all right. His mom's good. Kent's my dog down there in fucking in Tucson. I love Kent with all my heart.
Oh,
you know, I never
pay attention
understood.
to this. When people are under fire, and I've noticed people do this, I see Patrick Melton do it. When people are guilty and they're being attacked, and you're going to see, I got proof of this, they reach out to their friends and they butter them up. I've seen this happen a lot in podcasting too. When we started going hard against this comedian Patrick Melton, the first thing he did is try to butter up his fans to get them, because, you know, if you're being super nice to your friends and fans, well, then maybe when your allegations come out, they'll be more, it's like a panicked, paranoid technique. We caught Joey Diaz right after he watched our video. We started calling all of his friends to make sure they were his friends and they're going to have his back if everything starts coming out.
Come on. Joey Diaz called me the other day just to reach out to tell me he loves me and making sure I'm doing the right things.
You're doing the right thing, dog.
Yeah. I fucking love you, Brendan Chubb. I'm like, all right, man.
So you can see he's dipping into it here, but I got a better example coming up. You'll see.
In Tucson. I love Kent with all my heart.
Oh, okay.
You know, I never understood why people make these dumb videos. And if you're going to call somebody out, call them out for the right reasons. And then I read some of the comments. Oh, he should get arrested for Harvey Weinstein. Guys, listen. You see how many women come on my...
Listen to this. All right, so he's reading the comments again. This is telling. He should be arrested. He should be jailed. Listen, he's been in jail. So in his mind, he's probably always waiting, especially, dude, you've been to jail. You've seen that life. You've actually done a lot of crimes. Now you're walking around with illegal drugs. A guy like that, you're always going to have that trauma of having gone to jail. That's your scariest one. So when he's reading the comments, lock him up, send him to jail. He's sitting there. Fuck, I got to get in front of this real quick. I'm not going back. You're going back. Trust me. This is our main goal, is to get you behind those bars. We want you in there for 3 life sentences, back to back. See, that really scared a guy like this. That's his biggest fear. Deported. Oh, you were born in Cuba? You're not naturalized then. We want you deported and in a Cuban jail. We're kidding, Joey, you scared shitless guy. Look at his fucking eyes. Let's hear some more.
Understood why people make these dumb videos. And if you're going to call somebody out, call them out for the right reasons. And then I read some of the comments. Oh, he should get arrested for Harvey Weinstein. Guys, listen. You see how many women come on my show?
Oh.
Do I look like a Harvey Weinstein to you?
Yes.
The answer is 100% yes. In
Based
fact,
on looks
like,
alone, I would say yeah.
even like all your fans are like, Eesh.
Do I look like hot?
Actually, Harvey Weinstein looks about 40% better. Even now in jail. Yes, you look way worse, way scarier. I could see why the women would be upset if you blocked a door. You make Harvey Weinstein actually look good. You know, I don't watch the Church of What's Happening. Hey! But even his listeners in the comments, I was learning a little bit. They go, Joey, you've been being very defensive about this Me Too stuff for a while. Sounds like you're really hiding something here. And this was from his own fans. I mean, there's probably 20 comments that mention that. You know, Joey Diaz has been going out of his way to get in front of this Me Too stuff. He seems very worried about it. And why shouldn't he be? He's told stories. He goes, I went up to Tulsi Handler and I said, hey,
How about I give you some coke, you let me eat your pussy?
The first time I met Chelsea Handler, I went off on her in a sexual way.
You tried to fuck her?
She was fucking gorgeous.
Yeah.
She was gorgeous. I knew that at that time she was doing drugs.
Yeah.
She was opening up for Dave Attell. I was fucked up on drugs.
Did y'all ever fuck?
No. What, are you fucking retarded? Are you fucking crazy? No.
I don't think it's crazy you would fuck someone. I think people fuck each other.
If I'm telling you, you can't mention my name around her. I went to that black club.
She still wants to fuck you?
No, bro. Stop trying to be funny.
I'm not trying to be funny.
There was no fucking involved. I was a fucking asshole to her. And I was out there every night with a package. You know, and I'm at the store. Oh,
you were geeked up.
And I'm geeked up, luring bitches with coke and shit.
Yeah.
And I go to
she's there.
And I go to the comedy unit to do a spot. And I see Chelsea Handler looking finer than a motherfucker.
Did she have big breasts then or what?
Oh, in 1998, Chelsea Handler was fucking banging. So we start talking. She tells me she's very sweet to me.
Yeah.
She tells me what her credentials were. And not 6 minutes into the conversation, I'm like, let's get a rock of coke. And let me eat your pussy and shit. And her face turned pale.
Really?
And she's crazy as it is, but I knew that I had done something wrong.
She was terrified, obviously, because he said that to her. That's a Me Too, bro. So if you're admitting that you did that to Chelsea Handler, by the way, you did that out of fear, hoping to get in front of the story. You've got a lot of these little stories that you're hoping to get out in front of, don't you?
He was talking about my pussy just earlier.
Yeah. Joey, don't worry. We're not going to do anything to you. You're not going to get arrested, okay? This was a big misunderstanding.
Unless the cops find out about your Xanax guy that you just showed.
By the way, that guy could do hard time. Giving away his prescription like that. All right, let's hear some more. He's very worried about this Me Too stuff.
I never understood why people make these dumb videos. And if you're going to call somebody out, call them out for the right reasons. And then I read some of the comments. Oh, he should get arrested for Harvey Weinstein. Guys, listen. You see how many women come on my show?
Oh, yeah. That explains.
Do I look like a Harvey Weinstein to you? When I tell you that if I get 10 calls a day on my phone, 6 of them are women that I'm tight with.
Yeah, one of my good friends is That's the same thing. How could I possibly hate the blacks? One of my good friends is Oops. Stupid me. Lock me up, sir. Joey, this is really bad. I'm so sorry. I hope you're not going to get in trouble. I hope.
Me too.
You're not doing anything. You got the osium. You shouldn't be breathing that in. Let's hear more.
When you're on the road, what happens on the road stays on the road. What happens in quarantine stays in quarantine.
What? No.
You know.
That's not a rule. Wait, what happens in...
Hold on a second.
When you're on the road, what happens on the road stays on the road. What happens in quarantine, in fact,
No. You can't use Vegas's slogans as law. That doesn't work. Wait, I didn't even hear this the first time. This is your defense. So your defense of taking Xanax was,
I don't take Xanax. My friend gives me the bars and I have a prescription to the footballs. I don't Me Too, but what happens on the road stays on the road, and what happens in
You're doing this in quarantine too? Oh, God, that is sick. You're harassing and raping women during quarantine when they know they can't run out to a courtroom because they'll be infected? Let me hear this again.
Hey, on my phone, 6 of them are women that I'm tight with. When you're on the road, what happens on the road stays on the road.
Jesus.
What happens in quarantine stays in quarantine.
I don't know. I don't think so. What did you do on this road or in quarantine? Why would he even mention that? That's like a separate thing that I wasn't even going after him about.
I don't know.
I didn't say he did anything on the road or weird in quarantine.
He's got a lot of guilt.
That was weird. I didn't pick up on that the first time. That kind of rules.
You know. Do me a favor. If you're going to make a video, make it intelligent. Don't say I'm fat. Don't say I'm 80. Don't
say... It's about as intelligent as anyone who's ever interacted with you is. What should it be? A science lab set up here with beakers? If I put on a gown and some goggles, would that make it better? No one intelligent's going to say a word about you.
And we're not allowed to say he's fat? Why?
You're enormously overweight. And listen, we're not just making fun of you for being fat. We're making fun of you for claiming that you work out all the time and you're fat. I don't know about you, but when I work out all the time, I'm not an enormous pig. Okay? You can't do jujitsu, eat healthy, and work out and look like you. It doesn't compute.
Get to the point. Prove that I lied. Because I've been talking about anxiety for fucking years.
I just proved that today, I guess. You proved it here.
Prove that I lied.
Wait, what did he lie about? Lied.
I don't even know
These
what we're
people
talking
think
about anymore.
And here, listen, just because you said it on the show doesn't mean we don't think it's repulsive. Get it? Kumia would do this all the time. We'd be like, Kumia is disgusting. He wants to fuck 13-year-old girls. And everyone would be repulsed, and they'd go, you think you got me? I've admitted that on my show. And it's like, that's worse.
Exactly.
Yeah, I know. You admitted you wanted to fuck 13-year-old girls. That's why we're covering it. We're saying, can you believe it? So that doesn't really work. Yes, it's wonderful that you're not, I guess, completely hiding it. But the reason we're saying this is because it came out of your mouth.
Prove that I lied. Because I've been talking about anxiety for fucking years. And you want me to tell you what happened? And I swear to my mother's grave, I didn't want to go out that day. Right now, I don't know if you guys are paying attention, if anybody's read this. We're selling 60% more alcohol than before.
Oh, I'm sure, yeah.
I got a weed store that makes $15,000 on the weekends. They did 50 last weekend. Okay, right now,
that's
I could be
remarkable.
doing coke. I could be doing Oxycontins. I could be doing heroin. I'm doing fucking 100 milligrams here, 100 milligrams there.
What?
And a Xanax. If that bothers you.
It doesn't bother you. Yeah, we think you're a fool. So you are doing the Xanax. You just said,
I'm doing 100 milligrams here, 100 milligrams there, and the Xanax.
But you open this video saying, do I do Xanax? Yes. In fact, you do.
I think you can skip ahead to like 58 minutes.
Really?
If you want, or if you want.
What
8.
is he going to talk about here? Well, let's see what he's finishing up here.
Okay.
Causes a fucking problem. Oof. Oof. You're a fucking That's what the cause is.
Oh.
It really does. This is the lightness of my life. This is what keeps me together in the daytime. I can't fuck.
Yeah, this is what this is what keeps me together in the daytime. I can't. Yes! That's what we said. You fucking idiot. This is what keeps me together. Yeah, we were saying that if you need Xanax to keep you together, you're shittier than me. Okay? So you've been defeated. I'm sorry.
This is the lightness of my life. This is what keeps me together in the daytime. I can't fucking breathe.
Oh,
so
I
this is a
see. You
problem.
can't even breathe now. I thought you just take them once a year. You know, now it went from
I never take them. I'll take one occasionally.
now you're saying this is day in and day out. This is what holds you together. You can't breathe.
I thought that they were all washed.
I thought you barely take these.
You
but
put
now
them in your
you have a
little
friend
pocket.
even sending you extras. I didn't even know this until this morning. You got a friend sending you the bars. You're on the regular pills. You're taking them every day to hold you together. Otherwise, you crumble. Yes, this is what I wanted everyone to know. Get it?
It really does. This is the lightness of my life. This is what keeps me together in the daytime. I can't
shame.
fucking breathe.
Oh my God.
So if this is a problem in your life, if you took time to make a video about this, I'm not even going to mention your name so you watch the video.
Well, that's even worse, because now everyone in your comments is going, Redbar, 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 Redbar.
I'm not going to even mention your name because...
Because why? You're so out of it, man. I mean, imagine if I did content like this. So our next comedian, I'm not going to mention his name. He's on Xanax. Let's just call him Moe Miez. I mean, come on. Wouldn't that be pathetic if I didn't name names? We hate people that don't name names. Name the fucking name.
Doesn't make sense. I don't care if you can make 1,000 videos. Make a video about me fucking kidnapping people. Why don't you show a video with a guy banged up with a pit bull on him, with me and my friend with a machine gun on him? You get more mileage with that.
No, I, in fact, wouldn't. I'm getting plenty of mileage with this. You wouldn't cover that other one. You see? This poor man. You don't have to do this. That's what's so bad about it. I'm not even mad at him.
No, of course not.
It's great. I mean, this is my thesis come to life. You just want to go, Joey, stop. You're making it much worse. We wouldn't talked about you again. The video would have sat at 30-something thousand views. It would have just sat there. No one would have cared. You would have been fine. But you had to make, and by the way, he only does an hour-long show. He's spending, almost half the show on this. This poor man. We should get him something. We should get him a gift. Let's hear some more.
Me being a fucking junkie, everybody already knows, you stupid fuck. You stupid fuck. Ignorant fuck.
Oh, my God.
Take your girlfriend, teach her how to suck your dick.
Oh, I
take
forgot
that
about this.
whiskey you're throwing away and take that stupid look off your face.
Why?
You're not doing anybody. You're just going after people that are trying to
That's how you know somebody's... You're not doing anybody. You're a little wound up in your emotions. It's okay. You're allowed to just say,
This hurt me a lot. I really tried to put this past me. So when this came up, it really startled me and kicked up some fears of mine that I've been having.
who would have thought? I really, when I said it, I thought he was going to come on and go, finally, somebody came at me. It was pretty funny, too. I like this guy. I thought you were going to like me. I was a little hurt. I thought everyone was coming around. I thought you were going to give me, finally, the props that I need. Imagine if we had Joey Diaz caught on tape saying he liked it. Turns out he hated it. So I am hurt. I'll admit that. Let's hear this.
Stupid fuck. You stupid fuck. Ignorant fuck. Take your girlfriend. Teach her how to suck your dick. Take that whiskey you're throwing away and take that stupid look off your face. You're not doing anybody. You're just going after people that are trying to make a difference.
Trying to make a
Just
difference.
going after people that are trying to make a difference. Oh, yeah. Coming up next, I go after the infamous Bill Gates for donating 1 million masks. Are you out of your fucking mind? You're trying to make a difference now? That's a little much.
Bro, I kidnap people. I've been in jail. I beat this guy up. I do this. I'm just trying to make a difference.
Shut the fuck up. Trying to make a difference. Imagine if I pulled this shit. Imagine if someone made fun of me, which they do in the thousands every day. You don't see me coming on here and pleading with them, please, I'm just trying to make a difference. Wouldn't you, as a listener, as a fan, a supporter of me, go, you, Mike, sorry, man. This is fucked.
How dare you pick on someone just trying to make a difference?
What difference are you trying to make, by the way?
You're not doing anybody. You're just going after people that are trying to make a difference in any little way they can. And not for monetary reasons, but to just make it a little lighter right now.
Oh.
I should be eating 20 of these a day with what we're going through right now.
Oh.
We're in the scariest fucking time of our lives.
Not for me, pussy! This is the scariest moment of your life, sir? Man, you've obviously never ran into a murderer or... Come on, man.
We're living in the scariest moment.
This is not a cool look. It's not really doing well.
I'm still
Also,
coming
if
down
you're
here
not
with
doing
my
this for
friend.
monetary reasons, why don't you give up all your ads?
Yeah, then
Prove
don't.
it.
Yeah, prove it, man. No ads. We're going to see an ad-free Joey Diaz. He's just doing this to lighten the load.
Not for the money.
No ads, no Blue Chews, no YouTube in bed, bedded ads. Come on, put your money where your mouth is. I really, again, I feel bad. And you don't have to do any of these things, Joey Diaz. But these videos are going to continue. Every time you make a screw up, we're making a video about you. And this goes for all of you. All right? So you're just going to have to learn to take it.
Reasons, but to just make it a little lighter right now. I should be eating 20 of these a day with what we're going through right now. We're in the scariest fucking time of our lives. I'm still coming down here with my friend here and doing
all your
entertainment
friends. See how you
cracking
make sure to call him a friend. Keep an eye on this. A sociopath does this. A bad guy does this. As soon as he's in trouble, everyone's their good best friend, and you're going to see something disgusting coming up.
Some couple jokes just to get you a little loose so you can go back to your fucking life later on and feel a little better. And now you got to get these jerk-offs making videos, writing fucking articles about Louis C.K.
No.
Listen, you want to find something to do with your time? Help yourself. Don't write articles about other people. Write articles and make videos about the shithead that you are.
What?
That's
crazy. Dear article, I am a shithead. Why would I do that? That's fucking nuts.
Hey, let me give you hey, don't come at me. Write articles about yourself about how bad you are.
Write articles about them. That's what you should be doing? That's nuts. Are you on Xans?
You want to find something to do with your time? Help yourself. Don't write articles about other people. Write articles and make videos about the shithead that you are.
No.
The truly shit heel that you are as a human being. That's who you should be writing a fucking video about. How you have nothing to do, but you went after Cheeto Santino and Chris D'Elia because of no content. That's how much content you have. That you went after two guys that have nothing but fucking content.
Yeah. He fell for this just like everyone else. Again, I'll bring it up. We said, Andrew Santino and Chris D'Elia have no content. We put it in quotes because that's the term they see to us, and then we proceeded to show you.
Most people would see quotes, recognize that.
Chris D'Elia has no content, oh my God.
We get it.
If we're so shitty.
By the way, this word content, I remember when I first started, when people started throwing around this word content, I said it on the show once, and then everyone made fun of me. This word and they were right. This word content is gay. What does this mean? I make content. Don't say anything. What the fuck is content? Content is just stuff. Anything that's recorded and put out is content. Stop saying the word content. And where did all these people learn it? Did they learn it from you? Is that what you're saying? Are you and Brendan Schaub telling people they have no content? Is that where they're getting this from?
Dino and Chris D'Elia because of no content. That's how much content you have. Oh. That you went after two guys that have nothing but fucking content. I can see if you went after me for no content. Oh. But those two guys, so listen, smarten up.
I don't know what the difference is. It seems to be all the same shit. So you have no content? I would say he has more content than Andrew Santino. Are you kidding me?
I'd say so.
If you're talking about content as the quality of the things that's coming out of their mouth, that's how I look at it.
Of course.
When you say you have no content, it means what they're really saying is you have nothing quality to say. You have way better things to say than Chris D'Elia or Santino. Your head's above them. You didn't know that? They're bad. We didn't even think a guy like you would like them. That's why we're suspicious of you. By the way, the reason you're on this screen today is because of those friendships. If you were constantly going around going, Andrew Santino's a fucking Chris sucks, we would love you. You would be a hero to us. Part of your problem is you roll with a terrible group of people. So it's like once you defend one of them, you are one of them. You get it? That's how you found yourself in this situation.
Do the best thing you could do for yourself. Shoot yourself.
Oh my!
Shoot the girl, hang yourself, or become a man, become a human being, and talk from the heart, you miserable cocksucker. And with that,
I'll never understand this. The people who are like, I don't like negative people. I don't like people that put people down. You need to kill yourself and hang yourself, you fucking That's kind of negative. That's kind of hateful. It sounds like you're tapping into the same hate that I found. So you don't buy it. Like a person who's actually against negativity and hate would never say a hateful thing. They wouldn't tell you to hang yourself. I wouldn't even say that to Joey Diaz. Hang yourself, kill yourself. Well, I've said worse. But come on, man.
Please don't shoot me.
No shooting, no killing. There will be no hitting. It's illegal.
Shoot the girl, hang yourself, or become a man, become a human being, and talk from the heart, you miserable cocksucker.
All right. I've become a man today and a human being, and from the heart today, I'm going to say, Joey Diaz has a Xanax addiction. From the heart. Joey Diaz has not seen his daughter. He hates her. That's from the heart. Joey Diaz has treated women like spit. From the heart. I say these things as a man.
That's it. Who the fuck are these people that say fucking shit? I don't know nothing. I don't know how to
He's
say
got the pill bottle in there.
And
That's why I fucked up the words.
And so what? What if you were embarrassed about taking it and you didn't tell someone?
No, I'm not embarrassed about
you're
taking
not, but I'm
it.
just saying.
I'm not embarrassed at all. This is part of the human fucking life. This is 57 hard fucking years of digging it. This wasn't me fucking Twilight through the tulips.
It's a hard knock life for him. It's a hard knock life for him. Everything is fucked for him.
Oh, Woody Allen can't write a book here. We're all gonna walk out. I don't agree with Woody Allen. I don't like that motherfucker either. But listen, we're gonna walk
His
out.
examples are so bad. Harvey Weinstein, Woody Allen, Louis C.K. Why would you give these rapists a hard time? Because of the rapes.
Well, what do
Stupid
you
idiot.
think? There's a Jew down the corner. He'll stab you his mother for $1 million. That's what Woody Allen went with his book, and the book is selling just fine. And everybody likes it. I'm not gonna read it. I'm not gonna
He
fucking
talks
buy
about
it.
Woody Allen.
I know what he
this
did. He
part,
fucking.
If you want to skip
Oh,
ahead.
we're going to
Little
skip ahead.
woman.
Okay, where should I go?
58.
58. I feel bad for this guy. We should do something nice for him. Maybe an edible arrangement sent to his house.
That'd be nice.
They don't read the comments. I commented on his post. I said, sorry we hurt your feelings in a sarcastic, mean way. He didn't respond. Will he respond to this? Let's just keep him in a response loop. But even his all of his fans are like, Joey, you just gave Redbar exactly what he wants. Why would you do this? Because he's stupid. That's why. All right, 58 minutes. Let's hear what he does here.
Sucker. Hey, I love you guys with all my heart, man. Just, I appreciate the people who had my back when they posted it on Facebook and Twitter. A lot of people attacked the guy and told him he was a sham. Now you can just go after
that? You needed some help?
I appreciate the people who had my back.
So you needed some support through these trying times. I see. Interesting. I go out of my way to say, don't ever be caught defending me in the comments. Who cares what they think? I go, listen, I don't have beef with the fans, really. I mean, they're fucking tards now that I think of it. But our beef is with the comics. We want the fans to start liking us. So I don't send my listeners out to go attack all the people. He's got to say, please, thank you for supporting me and sticking up for me. I needed your support during these tough times. Please go attack him for me.
I appreciate the people who had my back.
And you shouldn't have to ask. By the way, he's going to ask, you're going to see, he's going to ask people to come attack me. There's been really maybe a few cholos have said, we're going to kill you, dog.
I thought there'd be
You're
more,
not killing.
to be
If you
honest.
kill me over this, that's a little, I'll allow it. If you want to kill me over what I've done to Joey Diaz, I will let you take my life for that amazing moment. Fine. But there's going to be no killings. You don't need anyone to attack. You should be able, my point was, I don't have to tell people to go attack people on this show. I state the case of how terrible they are, and the people are usually pretty much convinced they could go do their own thing.
They make up their own mind.
They make up their own mind. Joey had to go attack them, and guess what they did? They gave me 200 down votes. Oh, he's going to kill himself when he sees this video is ratioed. Imagine if that was my weak spot, the thumbs down button. So listen to this. Here's the call to violence.
When they posted it on Facebook and Twitter, a lot of people attacked the guy and told him he was a sham. Now you could just go after him full steam ahead. Tell him his motherfucking wears combat boots.
And they have. Go after him full speed ahead. Tell him his mother wears combat boots. Oh,
They've
dear.
done it.
Oh, no. Oh, how dare you. Don't talk about my mama like that. I just literally got done showing you a bit the other day where I went after Annie Lederman and Gino Descante for doing yo mama jokes. And the first thing out of my mouth, I was playing you a tape from a year ago. Remember, I go, these guys are doing a lot of yo mama jokes. This is not something that
Bottom
stinks.
of the barrel
this
stuff.
doesn't. If you're bothered by a yo mama joke, you might be on Xanax. This is more about you. Like, really, anything you talk about, that, like all your plans, like, go tell him his mother. So that would hurt you?
It's just
Because
a
otherwise,
reveal.
why would you suggest it if that wouldn't hurt you? Yeah, we're not bothered by the yo mama jokes. Your mom's so big. How big is she? She's fat. She's huge. So it's very revealing that would hurt them. Yo mama wears boots. Oh my gosh. Oh dear. How will I pick up the pieces?
full steam ahead. Tell him his motherfucking wears combat boots. His mother's asshole smells like Xanax. Just let him have it. Who gives a fuck? He's a miserable fuck. He's
I actually did. I got like 40 comments. Your mother wears combat boots. I don't even respond. That one you don't even respond to. Yeah. She wears the boots.
You got us.
I don't even know. Is that a bad thing even?
Seems cool.
I go down now or somewhere down the road. He'll be doing videos. Or what's the guy I gave the edibles to that moved to the mountains?
Oh, Owen Benjamin.
Him and Owen will be doing videos a year from now. Who gives a fuck?
That's really interesting. Owen Benjamin has actually subscribed to us on YouTube. He's dissing Owen Benjamin, which got him in more trouble with the people. Turns out a lot of people also got hung up on that. Owen actually got a raw deal, man. Owen actually was... So they didn't know he was against Owen Benjamin. We don't like Owen Benjamin. We're not going to do any videos with him. But he likes us.
Somewhere down the road, he'll be doing videos. Or what's the guy I gave the edibles to that moved to the mountains?
Oh, Owen Benjamin.
Him and Owen will be doing videos a year from now. Who gives a fuck? Hey, I got fucking no dates. But I want to talk to you about two things. Again, like Manscaped said.
End.
So there it was.
Your mother wears combat boots.
Uncle Joey Diaz.
That's the kind of thing that his fans love, though, by the way. That's why he says that stuff. Like,
Your mother wears combat boots. Oh,
there you go. Oh, my.
There's been a Joey Diaz fan in the chat this whole time that every 5 seconds goes, Jules, you have corona in your cunt.
Yeah.
I had to close the laptop screen and not look every time I saw it.
Something that would affect you.
Because my feelings.
I don't know. Pray for Joey Diaz. Again, I think everybody was, and I didn't want to ruin anyone's excitement. Everyone's like, oh my God, I can't wait to see Mike's response. I mean, it's not even, let's just say, this isn't, it's not even outrageous to us.
No.
It's just, really? This is how you handled it?
No one who watches Redbar was worrying about what we were going to say.
Oh my God. This is so technical. Oh, not really. I can't believe he did that. So,
0.25, whatever.
Wait.
They give
No, he's going to die. Look at him.
Don't take him.
Don't you see?
0.25, whatever.
Fear.
They give 0.22. Don't take him. It's the baby one.
Look at that face. Look at that face. Look at his little face.
It's not a sticks the junkies take.
I don't give a fuck. Oh, you don't? That's weird. I'm not prescribed to a lot of pills I don't take.
It's a football. I could eat 10 of those. I was a Xanax salesman. So I got into selling Xanax. His wife, I don't know, they were getting Xanax. Hey, 30 of them in 3 days. And when people OD, that's what they eat. Fucking Xanax. 0.25, whatever.
Wait.
They give 0.2.
No, he's gonna die. Look at him.
Don't take him.
Don't you see?
0.25, whatever.
Fear.
They give 0.22. Xanax. Don't take him. It's the baby one.
I've sold that to people.
Knocks you the fuck out.
You're a gorilla.
He's popping those things every chance he can.
You're all fucking losers and pussies. You're what's called a pussy. And don't start emailing me, Mike. A lot of people, I don't give a fuck. If you need CBD, if you have seizures, if you're weak in any way, you're one of God's mistakes.
What are you taking?
They give me 0.25, whatever.
Wait.
They give 0.2.
No, he's gonna die. Look at him.
Don't take him.
Don't you see?
0.25, whatever.
Fear.
They give 0.22. Xanax. Don't take him. It's the baby one. It's the baby one. It's the baby one. It's the baby one. It's a football.